Hey guys, hope you're doing well. We are now just under 2 weeks out from my favourite pay-per-view of the year, which is the Royal Rumble. And I've got to say, this is the first Rumble match in a few years that I actually have no idea who's going to win the match itself. Last year, everyone kind of knew that Seth Rollins was going to win, but I just realized that in 2018, everyone leading up to the event, everyone was pretty certain that Roman Reigns was going to win the match. And they even ended up having him go the distance with Nakamura, only to be eliminated. So that was a bit of a troll. But yeah, Roman actually did end up going on to main event WrestleMania, where he lost to Brock Lesnar, but the point is, everyone thought that Roman was going to win that match, and everyone's kind of saying that Roman's going to face The Fiend at WrestleMania this year, and everyone's saying the same thing about him winning the Royal Rumble this year. I don't think they're going to go with that. I don't think Roman's gonna win the Royal Rumble. But that match I was talking about in 2018, where Nakamura won, I kind of think that they were gonna go through with those two matches anyway, but they decided to have Nakamura win the Rumble to avoid the backlash of Roman winning again. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, tonight's Raw started with what was supposed to be Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, which has been an ongoing feud for a while now. But a guy who I've really been enjoying lately, Drew McIntyre, came out. Then it was turned into a triple threat match after a little bit of shit talking. Seems like they might be saving Randy Orton versus AJ Styles for WrestleMania again this year. I don't know how I feel about that. I like watching them fight each other, but it wasn't for a title last year. I don't think it's going to be for a title this year. It just seems like it's another grudge match with nothing else really to it. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. But honestly, if I were to pick a favourite to win the Rumble match at this stage, it would probably be Drew McIntyre, only because over the last few weeks we've seen him dominating as a singles wrestler. I can't remember if he went straight from that faction with Corbin on SmackDown to beating up people as a singles wrestler, just fucking people up every week. Anyway, over the last few weeks, he's even worked as a good guy. There was a dark match after Raw a few weeks back. It was a steel cage match, and it was Drew McIntyre versus The Fiend, and McIntyre worked the entire match as a good guy, so I'm not sure if that's something they're gonna go through with 100% if they do pull the trigger on him. But if he does go on to face Lesnar at Mania, then McIntyre as a face would be good. On to Ricochet's match with Mojo Rawley. The match was actually pretty good, which comes as no surprise since it's Ricochet, but it's not actually the match itself I want to talk about at the moment. Something I want to see is Ricochet replacing Kofi Kingston in the Royal Rumble match as the dude who avoids eliminations with crazy techniques. I just think we could see him pull out some crazy ass shit and make a highlight reel out of it. But anyway, that would be cool. The next thing I want to talk about is Something I quietly noticed the other day was each brand at the moment has a dominant faction representing them. On NXT, we've got the Undisputed Era. On NXT UK, we have the Imperium. On SmackDown, we have what is, I don't even know if this is an official faction, but we have that thing with Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, and Baron Corbin. But as I said, we're not actually sure if that's an official faction yet. And then on Raw, we have the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, the Authors of Pain, and now apparently Buddy Murphy. We're still not sure if that's going to be a permanent thing, but if we're going by what happened after the match tonight, it seems like Buddy Murphy's going to be a permanent member of their group. I've seen him lose to Aleister Black 3 times now, which doesn't really seem to be affecting him yet, but it feels like the one thing that's been missing from Murphy since joining the main roster has been an actual gimmick. I mean, I don't think he actually has a gimmick at the moment. But anyway, insert him into this faction could do him some good. But we'll wait and see if he sticks with them or not. While we're on that subject, I want to talk about some of the reasons why Buddy Murphy joining the Monday Night Messiah and the Authors of Pain could be a good thing. When I was watching the main event, I couldn't help but get straight edge society vibes from Rollins recruiting Buddy Murphy. We've been seeing Rollins since turning heel a few weeks back. He started to call himself the Monday Night Messiah, and it just kind of feels like he's turning into this crazy ass cult leader obsessed with power, and he's gonna try and recruit as many guys as he can, which could be a good thing because it means it can elevate other good guys, like whoever decides to join Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, join their side to fight these guys. They'll automatically shine more spotlight on them, and it could give them a bit more exposure. So it's a win-win for everyone kind of thing. But this could eventually, maybe after WrestleMania, depending on what matches they go with for all these guys, but this could lead to Buddy turning on Seth Rollins, and eventually Buddy gets his first big feud. Maybe there could be a title involved. But yeah, I do feel like that eventually, going back to what I said before about the Monday Night Messiah cult leader type thing, I think down the track what's going to happen is Rollins goes mad with power and everyone starts to doubt him, everyone starts to turn their back on him, maybe that type of thing. Anyway, what I expect to see from these guys in the Royal Rumble is the numbers game. Just like CM Punk in the Straight Edge Society back in 2010. And just like the year later with the Nexus in 2011, I think that the Architects of Pain and Buddy Murphy, they could be the ones to eliminate Brock Lesnar, and they could be the ones to dominate a good portion of the match. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Triple H roasting Paige this morning in that, what was it, a press conference or a meeting? Do they always videotape those things? Because I thought they were always private. Anyway, when I first read about it, I thought this guy must have just let something slip out that he didn't mean to say. But then I actually went back and I watched the video, and it sounds like he actually takes a shot at her, and everyone in the room laughs as well. It seems like in the tone of his voice, it sounds like he didn't mean it. he doesn't seem like the type of dude who would go out and hurt a girl's feelings on purpose. But I'm gonna go and play the video really quick so you can listen to it.
But,
yeah, so there's that. You can make up your mind on that one. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Remember to subscribe to us, help us build our channel up a little bit. I'm guessing most of you are already on our Facebook page. Let us know in the comments who you want your final 4 in the Royal Rumble to be.